our first guest tonight, Lori Green, has been on the show before, and she was on when she was promoting her book called Drag Queens and Beauty Queens, Contesting Femininity in the World's Playground. Yes, she talked about that, but now she's got something else to talk about. So let's bring Lori and her friends in the studio tonight. Hello there.
Hi.
Hello. All right, so we've got Laura. Lori's in the middle there. We know that. And which one's Sandy Beach?
The one that looks like
Sandy Beach. Okay. And then Morgan Wells there on the left. Well, hello there.
MorganWellsDragCloset.com.
Welcome. You got a book?
Morgan's on the cover of the book.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
I'm on the cover of the book.
Very nice. All right. So just give us a brief history of the Miss America pageant, and then we'll come up with your event that you're having later on this month. So Lori, if you could tell us about that. Or no, Sandy's the originator of the Miss America pageant. So tell us how it came about and what your purpose was.
Well, what came about was the AIDS crisis, and people were afraid to step up and raise money. And I got my friends together and I said, well, we've got to do something for our AIDS Alliance down here. There's literally hundreds of people dying, and we can do something to raise money. And that's how it began, as a little fundraiser that's now in its 30th year, and it's raised over $300,000.
Wow.
So that was in 1992 with the first pageant.
Right. And the title we used a lot of Disney themes. So the first year was Beauty, You're a Beast.
Did the mouse come after you for any of those infringements on there? Oh, no.
And neither did the real Miss America pageant.
Ooh, that's true.
Because my brother's godmother was married to the head of the pageant. My mother grew up next door to the director of the pageant, and he directed me in a couple of his shows. So he knew I wasn't going to harm them.
Okay, well, good. But I like that idea. That's a great title. All right, so you're getting together called The Originals. Now, tell me about The Originals. What's this about?
It's the original cast. We haven't been together in 30 years, and I gathered up as many people as I could to get us back together for a one-night-only event for the South Jersey AIDS Alliance and a couple other charities, the same way we started. With COVID, a lot of these charities need the money again, so we're going to step up to the plate, and we're doing well with ticket sales, but we want to sell out.
I'm sorry, Amber. I just want to say there are people who watch the original pageant. Everybody doesn't know about Atlantic City, but we used to have this really hopping neighborhood around New York Avenue area, and then when the casinos came in, it was destroyed, demolished. Right. And so many people moved away, and there are people coming from all over the country to see this reunion pageant. It's a really big deal, and I'm sure it's going to be a great reunion, not just for the contestants, but for everybody who used to, all the denizens that used to party on New York Avenue.
Well, not
so how many girls were in the original, and how many have you been able to connect with?
We started with, every year we had 8 contestants, and I think the Miss America pageant still only does 8.
Right. I think
they've kept with 8. That way you can get everything in 2 hours and call it a night.
Well,
so I have the original winner is a guest, AJ. Of course, Morgan.
We're all former winners.
It's all former winners.
All the formers that we have in the show are going to be former winners.
And the original host.
The first 10 years of original winners are in the show.
Wow, that is fascinating. That they're still here.
Yeah. We're like so happy we can get up and do it again, because a lot of us, because of COVID, have not been able to perform in 2 years. So this will be the first time we're all together again. I've got girls coming in from Allentown, Pennsylvania, down south, Georgia,
and Pleasantville.
Which is 5 minutes away from here.
So Sandy, I don't think you've been very quiet during COVID. What have you been doing during the COVID situation?
I have sort of been quiet, but I just keep my Facebook page and things going. I'm supposed to start rehearsals for My Fair Lady, but that got pushed back. And I've been doing, I just went back to performing like 3 weeks ago. It's my first time in front of an audience in a year and a half. So that was a hoot.
So who are you doing My Fair Lady with, and what's your part in it?
I am playing the elder statesman, Alfred Doolittle, Eliza's grandfather, and I get to sing "Married in the Morning" and "Get Me to the Church on Time." And we
Oh my goodness, how
we start
that's
rehearsing
great.
in November, and it's going to be at the Adrian Theater in Philadelphia in February.
Now, tell me the truth. Did you secretly want to try out for Eliza?
No, here's the twist: is we do have a guy in drag as Eliza. We're doing a gender bender on this show. I can't.
Oh my gosh!
I couldn't even say that, but I can't say much more than that. But we are doing we're updating it, so to speak.
Does Professor Higgins know? I think that's.
He reaches up under her bustle.
So tell me about your original show. What are you going to have the girls do?
Well, the opening number will be, of course, politically incorrect, as every year was. So I think my main victim in writing this year's show will be what's her name? The lovely Marjorie Taylor Greene, that love goddess. So she's getting it in the first 3 minutes of the show, and then we'll be lampooning Kamala Harris, and the Secret Service will be played by our fabulous Atlantic City drag kings.
Oh, okay.
And then we do a sort of, I want to call it sentimental ending of the opening number will be about performing again. So it's going to just be how I feel that we're all back together. So I'm going to get reclaimed here.
So when do the girls arrive? How many days will you have to rehearse with them?
As always, we will do it. We will do it in one day. We always do. What happens is I pre-record a lot of the music ahead of time. Back in the day, we learned the show in one day and did it that night. Same thing. We're not changing tradition. We're doing the same thing this year. You come in, you rehearse, because it's for charity. So you come in, I don't want to take up all their time. They come in, they learn the opening number, we have a dinner break, and we go out and do it.
Yeah, I want to mention that the Real Drag Kings of AC are going to be in this show and this year's show, the reunion show. And also we're having a special appearance by the Atlantic City Ballet. They're doing a number in drag from one of their Cinderella performances. So
cool.
We're bringing the rest of the community in. We have a few other little surprises.
And we really want to thank ivermectin, our sponsor. It's a joke. Ivermectin's that animal medicine that people are taking for COVID.
I'm going, oh, good.
No, I saw you go, oh, that's an interesting sponsor.
I said, how can I get money from them?
Ocean Casino is one of our main sponsors.
Yeah.
But most importantly, we want to thank the Anchor Rock Club, which is in an old gay club on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. They are opening the doors for us. They're giving us everything. They've been so kind.
It was originally a very famous gay club called the Chez Paris. And now it's open it's a regular nightclub that plays bands, but they have been so welcoming to us, and we do want to give a shout out to the people at Anchor Rock.
And they're going to be there next Sunday. That's true. To do a kickoff for AC Pride with Lady Bunny's going to be there.
Lady Bunny's coming. It's free if you want to drive down.
Lady Bunny. Well, I tell you what, I met Lady Bunny has performed here in Vermont for Winter Rendezvous, so I got to meet her there, and I've seen her in New York City, and we've tried to get her on the show. So if you could put a word in her wig about coming on the show.
If you came down next week, you could put a word in yourself.
No, thank you. We definitely will tell her.
Yeah, we will.
Russell, show some pictures, and let's get some comments on the pictures.
That one's we did a spoof of Hercules, and it was called Her Curlers. And, that's me in the purple cape as Her Curlers.
That's Joy. You and I.
No,
that?
That was before me.
No, that's Morgan. No, isn't that Joy and Oh,
AJ and Joy and Mortimer.
and
Yeah. And Jeff Wilson.
and they were the mooses instead of the muses.
Oh, those are the real drag kings of AC, along with a few queens.
And that big tall one in the back, I know her from somewhere.
Yes.
That's definitely more. Those are some others. That's me on the right, all the way on the right-hand side at least.
Genies in the middle.
Yeah.
Those are the drag kings.
This was from our first show back at Boardwalk Hall, and we did a goof on. We were in the Anita Bryant home for unused women, and we had to get back to Atlantic City to save the elephant, Lucy the elephant. So this is where we did Footloose. This was the quick change that we went underneath those outfits you saw just before. We changed into these and did I Go to Margate to I Go to Rio.
Oh wow, beautiful.
The beauties in red.
Yes.
This was
the one very tall one with the red hair. I know her too.
That was a backstage shot from.
This is a great picture. This is all of the membership cards from the clubs that were in our neighborhood in New York Avenue through the 1990s. So you had a card that would get you in without a cover to the clubs.
Right. I worked top two.
This is our one of our squares from the AIDS quilt in Atlantic
and I had
City.
the honor of painting this with my late husband. We worked for a design company, and we had the honor of designing this for the Atlantic City AIDS Alliance.
Well, fascinating. Thank you so much for sharing your stories with us. Good luck on your originals. If we can't make it down, I hope there's a video or a recording of it that we can catch later on.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be on Catch a Predator. You ever get your costumes from Morgan Wells?
We forgot about that.
Lori Green's book, Beauty Queens and Drag Queens, right here.
Yes.
And I'm working in Lodge.
All right.
Amber,
thank you again.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And the links are in the comments. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you. What are you pointing at? Oh, we could have fun with them. I know they could.